All right, so this is a suggestion via Patreon. The name of the video is The Best of Paul Mooney. This will be coming from The Chappelle Show. Firstly, I have no idea who Paul Mooney is, so this is going to be interesting, right? I don't know if this is a character or if this is an actual person, but we will definitely figure this out, guys.
Hollywood is crazy.
Oh.
First they had The Mexican with Brad Pitt, and now they've got The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. Well, I've written the film. Maybe they'll produce my film.
Okay.
The Last on Earth, starring Tom Hanks. How about that?
Good, guys.
Ciao, buonasera, Nicodamus. Io sono italiana e
What?
Ciao,
Oh.
buonasera, Nicodamus.
Like Nostradamus, but the N-word. All right, we're here.
Io sono italiana e tutti ti mandiamo un bacione enorme, tutti gli italiani.
Right.
Ma volevo sapere cosa succederà a Rosie O'Donnell.
Right.
Rosie O'Donnell shall have a sex change.
Oh.
She would become a man and marry Liza Minnelli's husband and beat him.
Firstly, I don't know who Liza Minnelli is neither, but guys, I know who Rosie O'Donnell is, so that's a good start, right? It's a good start. So he's like a future teller, obviously, because you know Nostradamus. Yeah.
And marry Liza Minnelli's husband and beat him.
Right.
Grazie mille. Grazie.
Next.
Hi, Nicodamus. What will happen to Star Jones on The View?
Star Jones, I'm getting something. Star Jones will have two...
Guys, I need to massively work on my pop culture because I have no idea who the majority of these people are that they're talking about. Guys.
Two jobs. First, Jones, I'm getting something. Star Jones will have two jobs.
Right.
First, she'll do The View. Then she'll take her wig off and do the weather.
Thank you, Nicodamus.
Makes sense. Ask a black dude.
Why in the movies is the black guy the first guy killed?
Oh.
That happy that's in that movie where he heals all white people. The big black
Green
Runaway.
Mile.
He was throughout the whole movie. He only got killed at the end, which I hated. I hated that movie because I hated. Are the camera's still on?
He didn't even answer the question.
Black people want to
bro.
go to black dentists, and the black people want to get buried by black undertakers.
That's funny. Stephen King. He almost said I read between it. I always thought dentists were dentists. I wasn't into black and white dentists, please. They can fix the teeth, cool. They can't, that's cool too.
Yeah, personally, I've never really cared. And also, again, I've spent most of my life outside of America, so it's not really a thing, I would say, right? Unless I'm in a country that, I don't know. But just the countries I've been in are just have not been absolutely, they've just not been populated by, deeply melanated people. So it's not like I can go out and specifically look for a dentist that is deeply melanated.
That's kind of a weird question. And coming from Stephen King, that was very strange. Kind of a horror man come on and ask the question about that was already scary.
Whoa.
I wrote a script for Stephen King. I have a Stephen King horror movie. The Brain. We'll see how that scared people.
Oh.
In school. How about that, Stephen?
Oh.
And now, Mooney on Movies. Our first film is Gone with the Wind. This film is an epic romance centering around Scarlett O'Hara, a damsel in distress during the Civil War. It is a must-own, must-see movie. I highly recommend it.
I couldn't agree with you more. I've actually seen Gone with the Wind 13 times since I was 10 years old. No kidding.
You must
Never seen it.
be on crack. I don't think we seen the same movie. I thought Scarlett was a hoe because she went to bed with everybody but Mammy.
Right.
I love Mammy, and Mammy was the best. The best scene in the movie is when Mammy told the white.
If I hear the fact that he's saying Mammy, I kind of can almost I pretty much understand what the time period is, the era. Okay, so Mammy most likely was the in a sense the house slave, yes, or the one who took care of kids, most likely. Mammy.
I love Mammy, and Mammy was the best. The best scene in the movie is when Mammy told the white people, "Get off my porch, white trash." I stood and I applauded. I loved every bit of it.
I liked Mammy, though. I thought she was great. I thought she had a great role.
Do you know in real life it was Hattie McDaniels? They wouldn't let Mammy go to the opening. Hollywood, no, Hollywood goes too far. But she's dead.
adorable.
But she's dead. But everybody comes back. Everybody comes back to get their money. She came back as Oprah Winfrey to get her money.
She came back as Oprah Winfrey.
Barbershop is a smart comedy about a day in the life of a black barbershop on the south side of Chicago. It is owned by Ice Cube and inhabited by a colorful cast of characters who bicker with one another in various hilarious ways.
Colorful cat? Oh, man. Let's get it.
A colorful cast of characters who bicker with one another in various hilarious ways. Recently, a sequel was made.
You know it's just a front. They sell drugs out of barbershops.
Oh. Is that what happens? Is that what happens?
The Last Samurai centers around Tom
Like, his style of comedy is definitely interesting, guys.
Cruise, a Civil War veteran who goes to Japan and teaches the Emperor's troops how to fight.
I've seen this movie. I like this movie.
No, another movie I was offended by. Hollywood is crazy. The Last Samurai, starring Tom Cruise. He's the Last Samurai. Give me a break.
That would make sense in Hollywood.
The movie was offensive. Hollywood is crazy. First they had the Mexican with Brad Pitt, and now they've got the Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. Well, I've written the film. Maybe they'll produce my film, The Last on Earth, starring Tom Hanks. How about that?
Okay, ask a black dude.
Are all their really big, or are some small, some big? Is it a mixed bag, or we just assume they're all hung like horses?
So that's the only question you have to ask?
Brothers are packing. They seem to be packing. I guess that's the way of the world. And that's why you have so many mixed couples. White girl ain't that crazy. How does the old saying go? Once you go black, you don't come back. You go white, you go running back to black. Ain't that the way it goes?
What? Is that how the saying goes? I never knew the end of it.
Wasn't Mariah Carey married to a white man? And then they divorced. She was humping on black chairs. She went crazy when she got away.
Oh, black chairs.
Okay, I've always wondered why black guys shave their heads. It just seems that they have great hair, and I could never figure out why so many of them shave their heads.
It's just a fad now. White folks wear bald heads too. You know that they're gonna let them have nothing. They wore naturals. They took that. They take everything. They took Tina Turner.
Oh,
they took
Tina Turner.
Michael Jackson. They took James Brown. They gave him back.
Right. They gave him back.
Lionel Richie. Oh, they'll take stuff from him. So they won't let us have too much fun. That's what I told some black people the other night at my show. I said, don't get too fond of me, because white folks will come in and take me. They only want to have a little bit of fun.
Right.
I get to talking some mess on your show. They'll take your show. They'll fix you too.
What's the meaning of life?
Who is my real...
All right, yeah, this guy's interesting in terms of how he, like, his delivery is definitely unique, I would say, and how he's delivering the pieces. But definitely very racial-based comedy is what I'm getting from him, mostly. But all right.
Father, will I ever find a husband?
Am I gonna get sick? Does God really exist?
For centuries, people have turned to one man for the answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Negrodamus, will Arsenio Hall ever have another show?
Yes, Arsenio Hall will get another show. It will be called Good Morning, Black America. It will be shown at noon throughout the country.
Thank you so much, Negrodamus.
All right.
Next.
Makes sense.
Negrodamus? Hello from France. Arnold Schwarzenegger va rester se marier avec Marie Chauvet.
Arnold Schwarzenegger will divorce his wife and marry Shirley Temple Black. And she will be Mrs. Shirley Temple Black. You, sir.
Negrodamus, why do white people love Wayne Brady so much?
White people love Wayne Brady because he makes Brian Gumbel look like Malcolm X.
For centuries, people have turned to...
Wait. Wayne Brady. We've encountered I think a sketch with him, right? Or Tom Brady? Guys, I have no idea. One is like a comedian, and one is like a football player. But again, I don't know anything about sports, but I've heard the name. So it's most likely, I have no idea.
To one man for the answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
All right, so the best of Paul Mooney. No complaints. Solid. Interesting. There definitely have been funnier sketches I've encountered from the show itself, but the ones that I've just seen right now are fine. You know, Ask a Black Dude sounds like a super dope segment. They should continue it. Yes. Listen, now let me know in the comments of the next one of these from him, the show, right? That I should be checking out, and I will get into that as soon as I possibly can. All right. Listen, you guys all have an amazing day. Enjoy it thoroughly. All right.